It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Investigations are continuing into yesterday's double fatality at Ferrydale. Two men in their 70s died instantly when a semi-trailer ploughed into the side of their car at the intersection of the Pacific Highway and Madawi Road at about 11:30. The truck driver wasn't injured and was taken to hospital for mandatory blood and urine tests. Police have obtained dashcam footage but are still appealing for witnesses to come forward. Police are still trying to determine the cause of a house fire at Barnsley, which claimed the life of a father of two. The body of Brad Heafy was found by firefighters inside the burnt-out Macquarie Street home. The 23-year-old is being remembered as a generous family man. His two sons, aged 4 and 2, and their mother also lived at the house, but weren't home when the fire broke out on Monday night. Nervous workers from Newcastle's branch of the ATO have been joined by local MP Sharon Clayton to call out the Morrison government for local job cuts. Labor claims the government's cap on staff hiring is forcing agencies to turn to expensive labour hire companies which drive down pay and conditions for temporary workers. Sharon Clayton says local workers are being treated like second-class citizens.
Since the Liberal government came to office, we've had a 20% job loss out of the ATO office in Newcastle. That's 150 jobs that we've lost in the last 6 years alone.
Smaller class sizes, extra staff and more one-on-one support are being credited for the above-average outcomes achieved by Hunter schools in the latest NAPLAN results. Staff at Mount Hutton Public implemented these changes and focused on personalised learning for students, which has seen significant improvements in numeracy among Year 5 students compared to when they were in Year 3. Other schools to do well include Ellamore Vale Public, Charlestown South Public, St Columban's at Mayfield and Maitland Christian School, who all scored above average in reading from Years 3 to 5. The Upper Hunter economy is being buoyed by a robust housing market and a surge in construction work. The Hunter Research Foundation Centre has released its quarterly snapshot for the region, which shows a decline in business and consumer confidence and expectations compared to 2017. 3,300 jobs were lost in the Upper Hunter in the December quarter, but the unemployment rate remained steady at 5.2%, above the state average but below the broader Hunter region. Labor has pledged $300,000 to provide female change rooms for the Garden Suburb Football Club if elected next month. Despite 40% of its membership being female and boasting 11 all-female teams, the club currently has no women's changing sheds. Shortland MP Pat Conroy says the money will rectify this issue and support increased female participation in sport.
Well, I just say that I'm passionate about increasing sports participation in our local area, especially among women, and so I was really pleased to be able to make this $300,000 announcement to help the female players at the Garden Suburb Football Club.
Briefly, a couple in their 20s are due to face court today after their allegedly stolen BMW became stuck on the median strip at Tighes Hill yesterday afternoon during a pursuit before they were foiled in 2 carjacking attempts.
2NURFM Sport.
Knights utility Connor Watson is looking to break his way back into the first team ahead of Newcastle's rivalry clash with the Sea Eagles on Saturday. Watson is unlikely to be selected over Mason Lino, who played well on his debut at 5'8" against the Dragons. Now returning from a knee injury he suffered against the Panthers in round 2, Watson will be eyeing a place on the bench. Newcastle Jets coach Ernie Merrick says the young players will play a key role ahead of this weekend's game against Perth. The Glory are currently league leaders, but Merrick says he's happy to test his younger players against the best in the A-League.
We'll stick with trying out the youngsters, giving them more game time, getting them used to the game plan and confident on the ball. And at some stage I'll probably give Jack Simmons, the 17-year-old, a run.
The Jets are in 7th place, 7 points behind Melbourne City in the finals qualification spot. And in the Northern New South Wales NPL, the Maitland Magpies will be strengthened by the return of Ryan Clark and Grant Brown for Sunday's game against Charlestown City. And the winning numbers in Oz Lotto are 37, 39, 31, 22, 17, 13 and 20, and the supplementaries are 41 and 40. 2NURFM News Time, 26 to 9.